I'm gonna get something big out for you here.
Ooh.
Wait till you see the cover.
What is that?
That's what I thought you would say. Welcome home, Rep Back. Mark is here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day, and I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob Nickelodeon collection. But not just that, the creator, founder, and CEO of this show did also take over the Vegas sphere. But I hope you beautiful people are having an amazing day. And if you guys aren't, you know the drill. SpongeBob, gamble, camera, flip. And it's about to get a whole lot brighter. Rep Back. Your boy is here. Today, we are going to be adding some brand new SpongeBob items to the collection, which I'm always hyped for. But it's going to be a little bit of a smorgasbord because we have an entire box right here that I actually got from Facebook Marketplace. I paid $65 for everything you see in this box. Hey, that's what they asked. That's what I gave them. Ultimately, really, none of this stuff has any fiscal value when it comes to me. I just love collecting it and want to acquire as many different variety of items as we possibly can. So whenever we can get them for a steal, it's always a win here for the community and for the channel. So I paid $65 in this box. Sometimes it's a gamble, and sometimes we do it and it doesn't end up worth it, and you don't see that video. But usually it works out. So we're gonna go and open this box up, take a look, and see if we can get our total dollars of 65 on screen here, back and some, and of course add everything to the collection and check out everything else along the way. All right, so not a huge box, you know, so it's a smaller size box here, but it was only $65. 65 bucks, that's the number to beat. Let's go ahead and get started. You want me to start off with a big item or a small item?
Ooh.
Something what I would think is probably going to be up there, or something in the middle, or something at the bottom.
Because I do like the smaller boxes because they always do have some like really interesting things. I said let's go in the medium.
Medium range, he says. Okay, medium range. First up here we have is this guy.
What the heck?
Who has a very terrifying look, and I don't know how I feel about this. He's got more than buck teeth, man. He's got like a hood ornament here for front teeth. But I'm not a huge fan of this plushie. This one's from the year 2000, and I believe this is gum babbling or lip babbling SpongeBob. We're gonna turn him on so you can see, but I don't like how they gave him like these scales. It's like dinosaur.
Salt desert.
Yeah, it's salt desert or like dinosaur skin kind of. I guess because he's supposed to be a fish, like therefore they went for a scaly look, but he's not a fish. He's supposed to be a sponge. So the direction they went with this is a little odd. This was made by Mattel, and here's a little ad promo of this particular product.
Il est bavard, il est tête en l'air.
But this is lip babbling SpongeBob, so I think if I squeeze his hand here, it's got some phrases. Squeeze your nose. Oh, that is cool. So he has pressure point. I knew that he did this.
What the heck? Why?
I didn't have this as a kid, but I remember the commercials for this guy. So he makes the So he does that, but he has a lot of phrases.
No, it's
Tell me why Tell me why this toy from 2000 has more phrases than any modern SpongeBob plushie that has been released. That's kind of crazy. Does Mattel like own these lines, or why haven't they just put this same chip inside of like every other SpongeBob plushie by now? So you have one sensor in his mouth, that's his lip here, so that's why his gums are kind of out here. Because if you feel, sorry to do this video, SpongeBob, there's actually like a little button in his lips here. You can feel like a pressure point. That's why his teeth are out so far. His nose has one. And then he also has the hand sensor. And it doesn't look like there's one anywhere else. It's just the feet. So that's it. So he has this big piece in the back, this flap where you can actually control him here with the off and on button. I don't know, man. I have no clue on the value on this guy, but the personality of this kind of outweighs the look.
yeah.
Like the look wise, there's that plushie over there, very, very high quality. You have the Camp Coral one that is like top tier. Oh wait, you want to talk about top tier adorable. The Nickelodeon Universe one here, top tier adorable, sent by Julie and Julia. Top tier in adorability. This guy, I wouldn't trust him outside my car. But the personality of him kind of outweighs the freakiness. I'm thinking on the value on him, we're gonna have to take a look to be sure, but I'm thinking at least $10. So you guys saw the value on screen right there. $22.
That's insane.
So even non-working, he goes for about 14, 15. I think it's the personality. Like if I would have had this as a kid, this would have been unforgettable. The nostalgia would have been super heavy. I only have the nostalgia because it's SpongeBob, but I didn't have this as a kid, but I kind of wish I would have. I've had the body pillow SpongeBob as a kid, but I wish I would have had this one. $20. Let's go with $20. I mean, that was including shipping too. So let's go ahead and do 20 bucks on screen for our starting value with lip babbling SpongeBob here. In great shape. The shoes are clean. All the buttons on it works independently too. Beautiful, nice addition to the collection there.
And on that note,
I'm SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yes, you. Wait, you want me to finish it? R. R.
I was gonna say, are you gonna do Dutchman R?
R. All right, next we're gonna get a little simple on you. This is.
That is very simple. What is this?
Remember I said one man's trash is another man's treasure.
all is eating up vitamins.
So if you guys, if you're looking for SpongeBob lots, save me some because I gotta do this series. But if you collect anything else, whether it be Cartoon Network, Disney, if you ever buy a lot, always just message the person and be like, hey, do you have anything else that you're just trying to get rid of? Because they're already shipping you a big box. You might as well see if they have anything else maybe they forgot to throw in there. And I always do that. And I end up with just stuff like this, gems like this, empty containers, DVDs. You never know what you'll end up with. And this is some of that junk. So this is a container of SpongeBob gummies. Well, what were gummy vitamins? And gummy vitamins are really the best vitamins. I still today think that Flintstone vitamins are some of the best candy that were ever released.
Candy? You should not be eating those as candy.
Hey, I'm sure I'm not the only kid out there who maybe ate 1 or 2 more vitamins than I was supposed to. And look at it, SpongeBob thinks I'm strong now, okay? So the vitamins came to good use. That and all those many cups of milk that the guy at Milk Ads made me drink that apparently does nothing for me. But you're like, oh, this is white and looks like my bones, so therefore this works. That was my logic.
This is my bone marrow.
Yeah, I also don't make a lot of sense with anything that I say or do. So here is the gummy vitamin. 180 gummies, let's say $1 a gummy. I'm thinking 100.
I just bought like a recent thing of gummy vitamins. I think it was like $6.
$6 for an empty container?
For an empty one? I don't know.
I don't think this thing has any value at all. I think it is just literally if you're a psychopath that loves collecting stuff like this, like me, then maybe you give it a value of some kind. I'm gonna say if they wouldn't have had any of the other stuff, I would have paid $5 for this. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, yeah, something less actually. I'm taking the option. But nothing more than $5 I would have paid for this. So I'll give it $5 on screen. That's probably, let's just do 3. I don't know.
I was gonna say like $2 to $4 probably.
Because it's not like vintage like the original green label Centrum vitamins. This expired in 2018, so maybe 2015 is when they came out. 2016.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 2 years.
Yeah, so not super old either. All right, next item. Oh, this one I'm pumped for, man. So not only is SpongeBob stuff, majority is SpongeBob stuff, but a couple little odds and ends here. This is an official action figure for the Crimson Chin. Yeah! My man has a legitimate fist-punching, back-flipping action figure. So this actually came from the Wendy's toy, I believe, but all of the Fairly Odd Parents Wendy toys are pretty pricey overall because there's not a lot of Fairly Odd Parents merch in general. And I think that was the only meal campaign that they really had. And I think this is gonna go perfectly next to our signed by Jay Leno photo of the Crimson Chin. Here comes the Crimson Chin. So soon as I'm gonna be honest, this was like the whole purpose of me getting this box. Yeah. Was this Crimson Chin. It's so sick because if I ever get another one of these sealed, I'm gonna keep it sealed.
You have to, yeah.
The fact that it's loose gives me the opportunity. Look at him doing push-ups. He's actually pushing the table down in our earth. He has this little peg in his back, and I'm not really sure what that's for. Maybe some kind of attachment that was within his packaging. I'm not sure, but that guy, I'm gonna say, honestly, I would have, as a collector, I would have paid at least $10 for him.
I was thinking like 8, yeah.
So probably less though, because I'm getting crazy. So maybe $5 for him, but we'll go ahead and check him out and see what his sold listings typically go for, so we can really get close to that value. But for me, it's priceless. So I wasn't wrong. I thought I would be willing to pay like as much as 10. He goes for in some cases like $12 to $18, but we're gonna keep all these numbers the bare minimum. I'm gonna say $10. $10 for the Crimson Chin here.
That's solid though.
It's a sick figure.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have had a Nicktoons figure from the Nicktoons line, like Clef the Boychin Wonder did, I'm sure that would be as expensive, if not more expensive than Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
From the same line. But the thing is this is the only one that he got. So I think that's an incredible piece right there. And just like he guards the bound pages of Timmy's comic books, he will guard the cavern. For as long as SpongeBob merch keeps coming in, justice will also keep coming in with the Crimson Chin.
We're at like half our value already.
Yeah, that's already half the value of, what were you at, 30 bucks?
33, yeah.
33 bucks. $3 more than what I said.
33.
So next up we have some media here. So some of this is gonna be duplicates, but we can still check them out. So we have Nautical Nonsense, which fun fact was the first ever special SpongeBob DVD ever released. We also have Where's Gary, which is one we did not even have until recently. And as you guys know, we're only one DVD away from completing the entire SpongeBob special series set, which means we have every single SpongeBob disc that was released in the United States, except for one, which is SpongeBob You're Fired, which we will get eventually here. We may have one in the works as we speak. But not just that, we also have, dude, that is cool.
Whoa.
The Ren and Stimpy Show Volume 1 on UMD Video. So if you don't know what a UMD Video is, you probably did not have a PSP, because this is like Game Boy Video, but for like teenagers. Like, it was like, oh, you advance from Game Boy Video to PlayStation UMD movies. And they had so many movies, dude. I remember they had, I think, Blade on the UMD. They had Family Guy. I feel like they maybe had Superbad. They had a lot of movies.
I think my PSP came with Superbad.
Yeah, and they had SpongeBob Season 1.
That's
SpongeBob
crazy.
Season 1 Volume 1. Not the whole Season 1, but Season 1 Volume 1, I believe. And that'll be on screen too. And I don't know if we have Season 1 Volume 1. I don't think we do. But maybe. But we do not have this either, the Ren and Stimpy UMD copy of Season 1. And that seems like, oh yeah, Volume 1 too. I don't think they ever made a Volume 2. I could be wrong. If they have a Volume 2, we'll let you guys know, but I think Volume 1 may be the only one they did do. So really cool to see that this actually was a thing and a unique disc to add to the collection. So that one we for sure don't have. So at least one of these we don't have. And this, dude, Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth. I have never played this game in my life, and it is so sick. You have Azula in the back there, and you also have Zuko, but it looks like this was maybe made like during the time that the show was airing. And it's got a Blockbuster scanner on there, so this was a Blockbuster copy, which I actually kind of prefer. As many of you guys have heard me say before, these ones are kind of like loose in comparison, but those ones they had for the Blockbuster, those things were like made out of kryptonite or something. These things were made out of like, out of adamantium. They were so sturdy in order to be, you know, used multiple times by different people that went to Blockbuster. So it has everything in there, and it actually held up really well.
Whoa. Top secret Nickelodeon files.
Ooh, okay, I'll take a look. The secret is there's no guidebook. So I guess that's missing. That is also one thing you have to deal with the Blockbuster copies, is usually they don't have the guidebook. So that's one caveat you have to accept with that. So top secret video game files is kind of a weird one to have in there too. Oh, there we go. We have a Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bot. This game will literally make you want to throw your TV through your pool because it's so annoying. This is the most annoying and difficult game ever made for any Nickelodeon game ever created. But you do have this over here. You have a little word search here, a couple little things about Burning Earth. And then the last one we have is for Atlantis Square Pantis. So it has a little pick a line to help them get to Atlantis. But anyway, we have this guy right here. That is another one to add to the collection there. I have no clue. I'm gonna say probably $4 each on these ones. You can maybe find them at the thrift store for about that price. So four. And then this guy, I don't know yet. But what I am interested in, this one has a mail-in. Yeah, you're right, Nick Products. Fold and tear, so that, I know we don't have that in our Where's Gary. So whenever we get these discs in, we're trying to keep and form the most, like, all put together version of these discs we can for the collection. So it has that there, and I think ours does have this last camera pants insert in there. Let's go ahead and grab ours, and let's take a look at this one. This one does have its insert, and I'm pretty sure ours does have the insert too, but we will go grab ours to verify that real quick and make sure. So for Where's Gary, yes, we do have that insert. Shout out again to Hunter and Caitlin, but we do not have this right here. So this is a new piece that we can then add to our disc here, and boom, now it looks kind kind of like, whoa, that's a lot of content there.
It's like official.
Yeah, so has everything in that one. That will become our new official copy here of Where's Gary? Mitchell said that disc is spotless.
It looked like it. I mean, it looks like no one's watched this thing.
That's what we're looking for here. So let's see what we have in this
And
one.
this is like the oldest discs. Oh, they're different discs too.
Wait a minute, are they?
That
The
one's
texture.
see-through. This one's see-through.
It's so weird how there's so many variants in the disc. Let's check out this one's disc.
Like this one looks more like actual green label comparatively. That one's a little vibrant.
This one's definitely not as spotless. It's not. Oh, that's freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, like this is brand new.
You could perform surgeries on that one. That one's amazing. All right, so we'll go with that one. And look, security tag. We've got a security tag.
Security.
This one ain't secure. He's insecure. Okay. Sorry though, I don't need to like point that out to everybody. So we have the cleaner disc one here with also the insert. That is now our Premio copy.
That's like 9 out of 10 now.
Look, our only note was better disc. So 7 out of 10. I think I brought it up to like a 9 out of 10.
That's a 9.
So this game's not super pricey. We're gonna go with 4 on this one. This one can go for up to 8. But what we're gonna do is, just in case you went high on any of these, we're just gonna do another 4. So that's 16 for all the media there. All right, next item here. These are pretty small. I guess we'll just go for the small items here. Oh, dude, Mitchell, I found a replacement for your hat.
I don't know if I can bring myself to wear that. You got little hands. That's funny.
It has it.
That's a small hat though.
I don't think I could fit it.
No, that's a tiny hat.
If I fit this hat, dude, I would wear this hat in a heartbeat. It does not fit. But maybe we can fit it on him.
What'd you guys say about the hat? He likes it.
That is an adorable hat though for a kid, or for an adult if it could fit. Has SpongeBob's arms hanging down here on the sides. The bill has a little bit of a sponge texture to it. It's a little bit dirty, but it looks clean on the inside, thankfully.
I mean, if you need some sideburns, you know, just throw that on.
You can tell it's a kid's hat though, because it just stretches onto your head. Because they're like, hey, that noggin's still growing.
Yeah.
You gotta have some room for growth. Unless you're Jimmy Neutron, he ain't getting no hats.
Maybe a gnome hat.
They had to custom make that baseball hat that he had in that episode. So we used to always just go with our gut on the pricing on these, but you guys like when we get more like legitimate answers for them. These guys go like brand new for $10, so like $2.
Used, yeah.
Used and very, very dirty, probably like $2. Pull my sleeves up because I'm good here.
I want to see how banger.
Oh my goodness. This may be one of the most adorable SpongeBob plushies we have ever added to the collection.
Ooh.
We have student SpongeBob. That is amazing. I was wondering what this is. It's a little stitch to keep his glasses on. He has actual glasses and a pencil. That is so freaking cute, man. I can't believe I've never seen this before. 2010, I've not seen this plushie in my entire life. I mean, it's kind of just a typical SpongeBob tie beanie baby, but then they added the glasses and the pencil. That worked. This would be so cool to have like in your desk, you know?
Yeah.
Or like
Kind of doing like a little work or something.
Yeah, that is so amazing. Okay, so the tie beanie baby pencil glasses SpongeBob, I don't know, man. I would pay like $10 at least for him. Sometimes it's hard for me to even think that they have regular sized pencils inside of SpongeBob. I only just think about the giant pencil that you can see the eraser of back there that created Doodle Bob. But he did write his letter to Santa.
It was like toothpicks for us, you know?
Yeah, so there we go. And he goes for about $10, like I said, $9, $10. Let's just go ahead and do 7 just to be safe on this guy. Very, very cute though. Like, see what I'm saying? This guy's got a lot of personality, but no, he is not as cute as this guy. That is for sure.
Yeah, sometimes personality is just better, you know?
Not in this case. I like both of them. I do think his personality is better.
Can he do this?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
I didn't think so.
No, but he can file your taxes.
I'm gonna need you this month.
Right now in the comments, do you like babbling SpongeBob or do you like adorable homework SpongeBob? You guys let us know. Does personality win in this case, or is it all about the cute exterior? Because for me, it's honestly hard to pick. I mean, this guy's like an overcooked potato. He just melts and falls apart so easily. All right, this is a weird one. We have some Pezzes here.
Got some candy.
I think that's all of them. I don't even know who. Oh wait, that's Bob the Builder. I knew this guy. This is Bob. We have his cat here, which I don't know his cat's name. We have the truck of some guy. I don't know. Why do I not know the Bob the Builder character's names?
Yeah.
There's, like, not a tractor, Mitchell. It's got a scooper. I think his name is Scoop. I want to say his name is Scoop.
I don't know.
And then Scarecrow. And I remember the Scarecrow character too, but what is his name? Nobody knows his name.
That's Jack. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, so I'm going to guess. You guess their names. I'm going to say Bob, Scoop, Darius, and Larry. Larry the Scary.
Larry the Scary. Obviously, this is Bob. I'm gonna say this is like Frank or something off the wall. This is gonna be Bill.
I love how two of these are already Nick Jr. shows, Franklin and then Little Bill.
And then this.
And that's gonna be Blue.
Oh man, I'm just gonna call this one Eddie.
Eddie? Okay, let's do it. Goop, I'm so proud of myself for remembering one of them, but I have not watched Bob the Builder in a long, long time. You know, Bob is one of those few shows you don't usually find yourself going back to watch that much, you know?
Yeah, it just came on, or that was it.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to Paramount Plus watching Bob the Builder usually. Okay, so the Scarecrow's name is Spud.
Okay. Now we just need the cat.
The cat's name is Pilchard.
What? Okay, because I would remember that, yeah.
Come on, Pilchard.
It sounds, I don't even know. It just sounds wild.
I never heard that name my whole life.
Nope.
Oh, I've been on this earth for a good amount of time, I feel like, on the scale of things, and I never heard that word even said, Pilchard. So Pilchard, Bud, Scoop, and you know his name kind of sounds pretty good now, Bob.
Bob.
All right, so let's just do $2 each for
That's
these
what
guys.
I was thinking, yeah.
I don't think they're worth anything substantial. $2. We could be wrong, but we're gonna just guess on these ones. $2 each. $8.
Look at that, $1 over.
Ah, let's go! So we have officially passed the total value of $65. Everything else from here on forward is basically free. I was looking for someone to throw in the basketball hoop in celebration. Boom! We got a SpongeBob soccer ball.
So, soccer ball.
SpongeBob soccer ball, soccer sponge. Let's just throw another $3 in that value right there. And another one into the tank. So 3 it is. It's deceptive how high you have to go to get over this arch, okay? We are at 69, baby. Don't you eyeball me, buddy.
What? Oh, is that one of those,
Imagine X.
Yeah.
We are getting close, I think, to having every SpongeBob Imagine X at this point. I would have to look at all of them, but we have an unbelievable amount of them. So this is our first one of this guy, though. This is the Police Imagine X figure. So similar to how Lego has, you know, minifigs, there are people that collect these Imagine X minifigs too. So little cop SpongeBob here, he might be a couple bucks here, but nonetheless, just a new one to the collection, so that's a win.
If it's anything like the other ones, you might be like $6.
Yeah, 6 to 10. I was trying to figure out what about his face was freaking me out. I think it's that his cheeks aren't red, and then not just that, it's like he has no holes here.
Like he's got like divots down here for him. That is weird.
I don't know, something about him just looks kind of suspicious. Like,
I also think his eyes are a little too close.
yeah, maybe that's it. I don't even know. It's definitely something about it I don't like. But nonetheless, the other one in the same set as him sold for 15, and the one is listed for 25. We couldn't find him exactly. Let's just go low again, $10. Okay, green and white label.
What the heck?
Have SpongeBob and his toes.
That's almost as freaky as the other one.
He also has his fingers too. Like, you always think about cartoon characters having 4 fingers rather than 5 typically, you know, except for like King of the Hill and like Gravity Falls and like very human-y, you know, characters where they're both supposed to be humans. But for him, I never thought about him having 4 toes. And now it makes me want to look at like every image of SpongeBob. And does he really only have 4 toes? We don't know. Look at his skinny toes down there, man. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4. He only has 4 toes. Of this channel, we only pick up and learn more things. So now we all know SpongeBob has 4 toes. Well, I guess we could have assumed that, but that's crazy. So we have the SpongeBob in his swim trunks here. Actually, literally rip pants SpongeBob right here in his blue swim trunks. And this is from the green and white label era with the Best Buddies tag still on it. That is amazing. You do not see these plushies. Like, you can see figures still in the box quite often, but plushies, one of the first things people did back in the day was take the tag off because it makes them a little less cuddleable when you have that tag on there. And being that this is early era, most people weren't just collecting it, they were actually using the product. So that is a really, really rare circumstance that we actually have the tag on there. This is from the beautiful year from Fisher Price. Fisher Price, you can tell by the tag.
Yeah.
It is 2004, man. So this is the same era as a lot of this stuff that you guys see right here with that same lifesaver inner tube design that it has on all these products. So really, this is in that era right there.
One of those like episodic ones, yeah.
Yeah, it's not technically episodic, but very much like it. So that is a clean one. I have no clue on the value, but this guy to me, again, is priceless. I would say I would pay as much as $20 for this easy. So I don't know what it goes for though, but we're gonna find out. But nonetheless, an amazing pickup and an amazing addition to the collection. So this one must be kind of semi-rare because we couldn't even find another one of these sold or listed currently. So we're just gonna go with a ballpark guesstimating number. Some of the Fisher Price ones can go for like 30 plus. Some of them can go for like under 10, but these are ones that don't have the tag on them still. So I'm gonna go ahead and just say 15, but I think that's a very, very generous number for this particular plushie, and he's also adorable. So that was probably, if I had to pick my favorite item so far, it's between this one and also the SpongeBob with the glasses. That is definitely my favorite. I'm sorry, Mr. Personality, you're amazing too, but just display-wise, you know?
Wow, you're strong.
Those compliments didn't get you very far. We have a lot of swim trunks. Man is ready for the beach.
He's got toes on that one too.
He does have toes, but on this one he has 3 toes. Or 2 in this one.
He could only afford 2.
He has sandals that actually go on. That is so weird. It's making that sound, you know, when people walk in sandals and you hear it behind them.
That's why they're called flip-flops.
You go to Santa Monica Pier, man, it feels like your ears are about to explode from the amount of so many of this sound. And he has palm trees in the sides of his sunglasses, or is that the reflection of what he's looking at, you know?
I don't know.
I don't think this one's super valuable. This is by Namco. 2006 though, I don't know. Oh, that's a tough one. I thought it was like an arcade plushie, but it's by, 2006. It's pretty old. Let's just go with $6. $6 on screen for this SpongeBob, but another just really cool one. All right, I'm gonna get something big out for you here. Ooh. Wait till you see the cover.
What is that?
That's what I thought you would say. Let me explain.
No, what is that?
It's amazing. What year do you think this is?
Well, because Baby Shark and Paw Patrol.
And also, That Girl Lele.
2019, maybe? Is Baby Shark older than, or newer than that, though?
It is 2019. This is super modern.
Wow.
I could not believe this was in the lot. Look at the back, though, man. The art is beautiful. You have so many new representations of Nickelodeon here. You got Gary on top of... This is something that should have never happened, but it did, and I'm happy about it. It's okay.
Well, it's like, you can tell who's, like, they're still, like, kind of, like, their favorites, because you got, like, 3 SpongeBob characters, and then, like, 3 Rugrats.
Yeah, you have Big Nate there, too. So some stuff to represent older Nick, along with some newer stuff, too.
That is beautiful.
But this is a new one to our collection of our Nickelodeon notebooks. This one is right here. So far we have, I believe, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. And now this would bring us the 2021 and 2020 one.
More modern than I thought. Dang.
Yeah, it is super new. I thought it was, I was actually wrong. It's super new. It's 2021, 2020. This has been the year before last because the one they currently have would be 23, 2024.
Oh, dang.
So this is literally, in the years of these being made, this is last year. That is insane. This is super modern.
I'm excited to see if we can get another one for this year then.
I know, yeah, I gotta be on the lookout to get this year's as well. So you have the calendar here. You guys know how these work. If you guys are on the channel, we've featured these a few different times trying to collect the different ones they get. So these get sent out to Nickelodeon employees. And I don't know if they all came with a box like this or if this year they just started with a box thing, but this is the first one we have the box for, so that's pretty cool to have.
It is a beautiful box.
Yeah, it is really cool. And let's take a look. They usually have some little games you can play with in the notebook and stuff. I have not looked in this
or like
yet.
Posters and stuff.
Yeah, posters, cutouts.
Ooh.
Okay, so we have a Star Trek Prodigy.
I didn't know Nickelodeon bought out Star Trek. What the heck?
Well, I don't think they own Star Trek quite yet. But they just happen to have this show. And I think the girl right here, I think she's in the original show, but she actually is voiced by the same voice actress, I'm pretty sure now, too. So we have that one right there, the Star Trek Prodigy Prodigy puzzle maze. Some Star Trek Prodigy artwork here, which looks really clean. What else do we got here? Ooh. World treasure hunt with SpongeBob doing a little treasure hunt here and all the different words here. You have Angelica,
Oh, they're all different
Avatar.
characters. That's
Yeah, so it's all Nickelodeon characters in this smile that you search for their names.
Find Patrick.
Find Patrick.
Patrick.
Dang! You got it.
They're all backwards. This is really hard.
All right, so that is cool. Love that
The
page.
cover.
It's the same artwork as the box itself there. All right, I think that might be the last little, like, some of them had more than this. I wish it would have had a little bit more, like, going on
Most
the
of them
inside.
had like 4, yeah.
Yeah, there was nothing else. Like, there was just, like, yeah, exactly. There were some other ones that had, like, 5, 6 different things that you could, like, little dividers that did something fun. But not a lot on that one. Then you get to the back here. It has another calendar. And then you have the slime bookmarker. Keep everything separated or wherever you left off at. That is really clean. And it starts with 2020, 2023. So this year they would be doing the 2023 to 2024, ending in 2025 maybe. So that is clean. And on the back here, you got Nick Jr., Nicktoons, T-Nick, and Nick at Night. All the different networks and also blocks that they have on Nickelodeon.
That thing was like blending in with the table.
And I didn't even really notice, like we didn't take a look at the front that
Holographic.
well. It's like holographic too. That is just clean. And this alone, I think might be worth the $65. I don't know because these don't really come up for auction that often, but we could just take a look and see if we can find it. So this one being kind of newer, it's actually not that pricey, but down the line, the older they get, the more hard they are to find. This one goes for about 20 to 30 bucks. So let's just do 20 on the low end. But honestly, I think it's honestly undervalued right now. I think it's just really cool looking. But I just think this is one of the better ones they've done in a few years. But at the same time, it is very modern. There's a lot of modern characters on here, you know?
Yeah.
Not everybody's just into the newer characters as much as the older ones, at least at least within the demographic of people that would buy this.
It's not
you
as
know?
sentimental, yeah.
Yeah, like most of the people that are watching Paw Patrol, Big Nate, That Girl Lele,
Shark.
they aren't on
Yeah.
eBay or online looking for these merch, you know?
What do you mean? I saw my baby eBay, Google searching everything.
They're trying to get past kindergarten or elementary school, so I don't blame this one for being a little lower. But nonetheless, this is a grail for us to add to the collection for a very, very low price in conjunction with everything else. So another 20 bucks added on to our counter. What does that bring us to?
Almost double at 120.
Almost double. I'm trying to get us to double. That's like the goal for me always. Okay, so we have this little okay, we have some small stuff here.
All you need is 10 bucks.
10 bucks. We have this little SpongeBob tie Beanie Baby. That's like $5.
Before Zoom Zooms.
Yeah, before Zoom Zooms, tie Beanie Baby SpongeBob, which I used to see this every single time I went to like 7-Eleven. They had this and Patrick one, and I don't know how I never ended up getting them. Like I just never ended up with them in my collection, but now I have the SpongeBob one. $5 on screen. I'm gonna try to get just barely past it first. Next up, we have iCarly charade game. So it's a iCarly card game.
I'm guessing
iCarly.
it's like not headbands, but yeah, like
You read the card and then you have to try to pretend whatever that is to try to get the person to guess. And one of the options is like Groovy Smoothie. Like how do you like Groovy Smoothie? My first thing would be like him holding the donuts on the stick that are like going through the donuts.
Yeah, it's just like
through the holes.
What do you do for that? I don't know iCarly enough.
Robot sculpture. Like how do you charades robot sculpture?
You get a bunch of Coke bottles and strap them to your chest. I don't know.
We should do SpongeBob charades or Nickelodeon charades and like see if like guess the SpongeBob meme based off of the charade.
That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting. So the iCarly charades, you want to do $5 for these two?
Yeah, I don't know what they go for.
From
Probably
2011, I don't think they're super cheap, but I also don't think they're very expensive. So I'm gonna say $5 the minimum.
So now we're doubled.
That's what I was looking for. Double, baby. So now we just get some extras out. It's all, we actually are kind of at the end. So it wasn't like a huge haul. Like sometimes we get like triple, we're at double so far, but we might be able to get a little past double. Next up here, we have this SpongeBob laptop case, or maybe, I don't know, probably not a laptop case. Some kind of case.
I would say it's a laptop, like it's pretty good size.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big case. I would say a lunch box, but this is a big lunch.
Maybe it's just like a tote bag or something. It's got straps. It's definitely for laptops. Nope. Okay. Well, some kind of case.
I don't know what it would be for. From 2003. Maybe it's just supposed to be like a notebook bag, you know, where you put your pens, like a binder, some pencils. Not something as robust as a backpack, but like a side strap.
Yeah, like a little side tote kind of.
Yeah, I don't know, but the inside is nice here. But then the inside being like waterproof gives me lunchbox vibes.
What if it's like some kind of like beach thing, you know?
I don't know, but I think it's beautiful though. So it's a nice little case here. It does have a top strap right here, and it also has like a sling to put over your shoulder. And that is like, dude, that is cool. That beats a Gucci purse any day of the week to me. That is impressive. So it says, "Oh, little pineapple," and it's got SpongeBob here looking at his house, and also Gary in the background. 2003 would mean this is green label as well. Unfortunately, there's no tag on it as either. I'm gonna say minimum. I'm thinking I would pay $15 to $20 as a collector, but
Yeah,
I think
I was at 12, so I mean.
so minimum maybe 10. So let's just go with $10 on screen here, the minimum, but I think it's worth more than that for sure. And we looked into it to make sure pretty much every vintage SpongeBob backpack is like 25 and up. So I think 10 was very considerate on that one. But again, the values to me are just for the fun of this video and seeing how much we were able to save. This thing is freaking priceless to me. And maybe a backpack I actually utilize. This one is just so clean. Next up, we have some smalls here. So I'll just get this stuff out. Last final stuff here. We have a box for the Rugrats Band-Aids. It is an empty box. I'm pretty sure with these Band-Aids, it's not that expensive, like maybe 10 bucks. So we'll just go with like $2. And then we have a Jimmy Neutron compass that actually is like a legitimate compass. I don't really know. Let's see if it works. So red is supposed to always point to north, right?
Yeah, so it's pointing that way. Let's find out.
Pretty good.
That's pretty accurate.
That's kind of impressive that this watch from 2000 is a legitimate option as a compass. All right, so I don't really know or care if this was worth.
I would say like $5.
Let's just do $5, but to me that's like
I mean, that's
priceless.
sick, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's not often the old things still work
Yeah.
well.
And a compass, if you know how they work, let us know, because they're magic, I'm pretty sure. I don't think anybody really knows how they work.
Definitely not magnetic
There's nothing to do with
field.
magnetic field, Mitchell, no. Let them let us know. And this is from Wendy's. So, I mean, Wendy's coming out with the survival equipment. I see ya. All right, so.
And a little Crimson Gin, no?
Yeah, that was Wendy's too, I'm pretty sure. So on that note, we are at $147. Not every single time do we do these hauls is it gonna be like $400, $300. We got kind of lucky on the last ones, but hey, we doubled up. That is incredible. We did get a lot of new merchandise too, and not just SpongeBob. You guys loved the last video where I did that whole like 2000 storage locker box, and that was filled with a huge variety of stuff. This one is a little bit of variety here with some Nicktoons variety at least, but I will be having some of those ones coming down the line as well. So if you guys want to see that even more, let me know in the comments down below. But on that note, stay tuned. We're gonna add some items to the collection here. For that, you know the drill. Scan it.
Let's sing!
We are setting up for the scan. I forgot one item.
And one item.
Yeah, this.
Oh.
It's a SpongeBob Season 1 DVD, and it comes with a toothbrush.
Why?
Who knows why? There's no connection in Season 1 that I can think of that has anything to do with brushing your teeth, but if you want to have something to watch while you're brushing your teeth, or something to brush while you're watching your sponge, there you go.
Interesting combo.
I love the back though. This first season has everything on there. A different variant of the Season 1 disc that we'll be adding to the collection, at least just for the archival purposes. Very strange. And value, another $10. Freaking destroying it. Okay, so first off here we have the SpongeBob with the pencil. I already put our SpongeBob best buddy up here. I think he looks really cool hanging out with some of our other bag clips and our little Captain on Board sign. But this one, there was a Timmy that was here, but to be honest, I mean, this is kind of SpongeBob section. I think this looks a little bit better to go on top of our official Doodlebob pencil. So there we have SpongeBob on the pencil. All right, for our tie SpongeBob, I would love to get the tie Patrick, but for right now, we just have SpongeBob. He's going right up there. This guy, he's not the most display worthy, so he's gonna be going here inside of our toy box.
He's gonna talk in there when he's alone.
Or when he's not alone, and that's gonna be even more scary. And up here we have our Imaginext set. I'm keeping every single Imaginext one up here with our Glove World setup, and right there you can see we have our prison guard SpongeBob, whose face still kind of freaks me out a little bit. All right, me and Mitchell never know what direction north is, so I think just as a good, thing to have in here, we're gonna put that there. All right, next up.
It's really weird how much you oftenly ask me Which way's north?
How many times do you have the answer?
Never, because why do I need this?
Now I don't need you to do that. I got that guy. All right. So next up here we have the Ren and Stimpy PSP exclusive UMD video. Put that right here next to our Yellow Avenger, which I thought we had. I guess we don't have the SpongeBob UMD disc. We'll be on the lookout for that as well. And for the Avatar, the Burning Earth, we're gonna be putting that right here. And actually this whole section might be changing very, very soon here. We have something really cool in that I can't wait to share with you guys that may or may not fit there. We don't know until we get it in. If it fits there, then that's what it'll be going. And if it doesn't fit there, then that'll be staying the same. And this notebook, along with some of the other stuff, will be going inside of our vault until it can be later displayed and just for its archival purposes. And if the other ones have any boxes, I'll be on the lookout for it. But so far, I gotta say this might be my favorite one just because it came with a box. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you guys smack the like button, subscribe if you're new here so you guys do not miss any of the videos we got coming up here. And if you want to support the show further, go check out the Patreon. It's at the top of the description. You'll get an extended version of this video and every other video that I upload on YouTube. 100% ad-free as well. And a lot of times we drop them early over there on Patreon. So go check it out. Again, it'll be at the top of the description. When you sign up, it's only $2 a month. And if you want to see us live, go check out the Whatnot streams where we're live every single Friday and we do auctions on all the stuff that we love here on this show, whether it be Cartoon Network, Disney, anything nostalgic. And you can pick up stuff like Funko Pops, Pokemon cards all over the website for amazing deals. And you get $15 for free when you sign up. So take a look at all that stuff down below in the description. I'll see you guys over here in this video that I know you're gonna love. As always, Rep Pack. I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios and bloop.